Hi everybody, Tuesday night, here I am again, 8:30 live. So I've got my computer on behind me, let me just turn that off because it'll massively distract me. So let me just check, yep, 8:30. Ignore, first of all, my hair is not greasy, I've just washed my hair, but I've not managed to dry the back of it. I've just been for a run this evening, and it's very, very rare I run later on in an afternoon or an evening. So I've just got back, wolfed my tea down, had a shower, washed my hair, and it is still a little bit wet. But of course I didn't want to be late because tonight is live number 9 and I obviously commit to logging in at 8:30 every evening. So apologies for the wet hair. But you can see this evening I have I've put the title of What is Normal. Now, you know, every Tuesday I go live and I talk about something completely different every week. And, you know, I've got a few people that have said, will you mention this? Will you talk about this? Can you discuss this? And I'm no expert in, you know, half the things I talk about. It's just an opinion. It's just me going live. It's just me having a little chat. Normally to myself, unless anybody comments. I can see loads of people are logged in. So let me know who you are. Anybody who's logged in live, just say hey so I can see. If you're watching on catch up as well, let me know that you are catching up. It's always fab to see. So then I was thinking, what can I talk about this evening? I had a few ideas bubbling about, a few things that people had asked me to talk about, which I will talk about over the coming weeks. But then today I put a status on Facebook saying back to routine. I put it on Facebook and I put it on Instagram, and it said back to routine. And it was a picture of me and Skylar. We are back at swimming lessons. So Tuesday is and always has been like my day with Skylar. We would go swimming lessons, we'd then have lunch, we'd just try and do stuff together. I've always done that. She's been going to swimming lessons since she was 8 weeks old. So that is our little routine. And somebody messaged me saying on my Instagram actually, what is routine, ? What is normal? And I thought, well, that is such a good question, because I don't mind, you know, saying this. You always know I'm really open and honest on these lives. I was nervous taking Skylar to swimming today, and if anybody has done anything in the last week where they've been nervous, let me know, comment below, because it'd be interesting to see, and I just want people to know that we are all normal when it comes to like our feelings. And, you know, people worry that they feel different or think different, you know. And I was nervous because Skylar has not been swimming really for about a year. So since the lockdown first began, and I know different people, different countries, different people in different countries are all affected by COVID and lockdown in different ways. Some people are not in lockdown, some people barely had a lockdown, some people in the UK like us, we're just sort of coming out of it, 14 months later? It's been a long year. You know, so when we first went into lockdown in March last year and Skylar's swimming lessons stopped, she'd been in that routine since she was 8 weeks old. So they stopped and then they started again, very bitty in between. Maybe for, I think she did like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I'm not 100% certain, and then out again. She never really got into it. I felt like it wasn't working for her. And then we've gone back today for the first time since before Christmas, but like I say, it was only a few weeks before Christmas. And I felt a little bit nervous. I don't know if any other mums and dads can agree. And again, for those of you logging in, apologies for the wet hair. I've just got out of the shower. I tried to dry the front and not the back. I felt nervous. I felt like I'd forgotten what to do, which sounds silly. I just had to take my little girl swimming. I must have checked over the bag 4 or 5 times, and normally it would just be Tuesday morning, everything in the bag, in the car, go and get there just on time. I was really prepared. I was up early. I was organised. And I wouldn't say I felt anxious. I just felt a little bit like, right, so this is what I need to do. I need to be there a little bit early. Have I got my mask? Have I got this? Just check the email. Make sure there's no procedures, nothing I need to change. And I thought, is this now normal? Or what is normal? What was the normal before? Like, will we go back to normal? And I don't want to get into like a heated debate on, you know, anything in particular, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Has anybody else felt a little bit like that with me? You know, what is routine? Do we think it will go back to, is normal the right word? I don't know. I feel bad saying back to normal. Will it ever be normal? Will the previous way of living before COVID ever be the same? Who knows? And I just feel like it stopped me in my tracks a little bit today. And we had a lovely day. She was back at swimming. You know, hopefully in a couple of weeks' time the cafe there will be open and we can get back into a better routine. But I start to feel like, as especially the UK is opening back up again, I'm thinking a lot more, whereas before it was just jump in the car, go for something to eat, go to the gym, do this, do that, and life was a million miles an hour before lockdown. So I'm not going to say that I didn't like lockdown, because at the beginning I was super grateful for lockdown. It gave me a chance to slow down a little bit. It gave me a chance to stop being miss busy in the car, like from here to there, to pick up, to drop off, to the gym, to work, to, it got a bit crazy, and it gave me a chance to really slow down, evaluate where I wanted to be, where I wanted to go, what was important. It gave us so much time together as a family, and I know lots of people will agree with this. Lots of people at the beginning of lockdown will have enjoyed it. I mean, the weather was beautiful, that helps. Alex had maybe about 5 months off work, which was 5 months that he just got to spend with Skylar every single day, quality time that he will, we'll never get that back. So I'm super grateful for that. But as this whole lockdown has got longer and longer, I feel people have become more nervous, more anxious, more unaware. Anybody agree? My friend who's a hairdresser, she's like, I feel like I've forgotten my trade. Like, I feel really nervous about people coming in and doing people's hair, and I've been doing it for 20 years, and in the last week, obviously from Monday in the UK, we obviously started to lift restrictions. And I know I keep referring to UK, I can see there's a couple of people on from different countries, because you're all different, especially my friend Deborah always logs in, who's in Australia. She always catches up and she's like, no masks, eating out with friends, been there for a while. I'm like, oh, I am jealous. But last week I went and had my hair done. I had my lashes and my brows redone. My brows have never needed doing more than ever, like waxing, I should say. My lashes back on, started to feel human again. But everything I did, I was nervous. I went shopping. I waited to go shopping a couple of days because I was worried about the queues. Normally that wouldn't bother me. I'm the first person to say I love going shopping. The queues were that bad. I turned around and went home. It just didn't sit right, it didn't feel right. I didn't want to be part of them queues. And then it's just, how close do you stand to people? Are they too close to me? Sometimes you think you're overthinking it. No, if anybody else feels the same, Magenta's saying, don't know what normal is anymore. It's a funny feeling, isn't it? And I feel people are really, and I've spoken to a few people about this in the last week, and they feel that it's just them. And I suppose the purpose of my life is, it's not just you. And I don't like to say we're all in the same boat, because we're not. We're all in different boats. We're just sort of riding the same storm, if you like, in our own little different boats, our different circumstances. But I just feel like so many people are worried about it. They feel anxious, they feel nervous, but I just want people to know that they're not alone. And I've definitely felt that. And, I'm a confident person. I still get nervous about things in general. I get nervous about doing a live every Tuesday, especially tonight, because what I planned to talk about, I've completely changed my mind. And I'm just going with the flow tonight, because I think it's really important for people to not feel worried, go at their own pace. Bring yourself out of lockdown at your own pace. But I went to the gym on Monday, the day it opened, and it was like I'd never been away. I walked in, I felt fine, I felt really confident. So I suppose it's really strange, isn't it? Really strange. Different people, different places, different circumstances. And I think lots of people are really excited. I've spoken to people that have been counting down, so excited. People have got back to the caravans, people have got back on holidays in the country. And I think holidays, I really, really want to go on holiday. I don't mind saying that. I really, really do want to go on holiday. I think, are we going to go on holiday this year? I'm an optimistic person, but I also don't want to book another holiday and then have to tell my little girl we're not going. So we haven't got anything booked at the moment, because I want to be 100% certain that we can go. So has anybody got a holiday booked? And it's like, we're definitely going, or I'm on the brink. I know my mum's meant to be going away in June, and she's like, I don't know, am I going, am I not? I'm meant to be going away in 8 weeks, and I don't even know. And I do always think, like, what'll be, will be. But we've gone through so much uncertainty, so many ups and downs. I definitely think from, like, a mindset point of view, mental health point of view, this has been a really tough year. So just be aware if you feel all right about what's going on and you feel that things are getting back to normal and you're happy with what's going on. Be aware that other people might not feel the same as you. I think that's really like the point of my life. you know, and I'll use the example of my sister because she won't mind me saying this. Obviously she's got a salon, and last week she didn't know what hit her. Her feet did not touch the ground. She was back in on Monday, and she joked saying, I don't work Sunday, Monday, but, you know, I'll work Monday seeing as Boris has opened us back up on a Monday. She was jam-packed all week, just didn't know what was going on. It was just manic. Of course it was. Everybody wants to look better, feel better again. So everyone was back in the salon. And then today I've nipped into the salon, and she's just a little bit like, you know, just a bit confused with her diary, and she's just been so overwhelmed with bookings and appointments and messages, and she said, I've messed my diary up a little bit today and I don't know how I've done it. And you know, and just think, just be kinder to people who are in beauty, who have got barbers, who have got salons, who, you know, do your lashes, do your nails, who you make appointments with. Because I think just Kerry last week won't have even known that she'll have let the overwhelm and the anxiety and everything not get in the way, but it'll have been there, and just that overload will have got on top of her. And today she's like, I've messed my diary up today. I'm like, you're human, it's all right, it's not the end of the world, just move a few appointments about, it's fine. And it made me think, maybe be kinder if the person you're trying to ring to make an appointment with doesn't answer straight away, or can't get you in at the appointment that they say, or has to maybe rearrange your appointment, or you maybe turn up for an appointment and they're running behind 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever it may be. So maybe just thinking, be a little bit kinder, be a little bit more patient with people, because it's going to take time, isn't it? Time for people to get back into a routine, especially people with the trade. And I do think, like, maybe my sister was nervous. I know, like I've said, my friend who's a hairdresser was nervous. Maybe my sister was nervous. She's not worked for a while, and, you know, lots of other people. So bear that in mind. I was running, I can't remember what day it was. I run every day pretty much, don't I? I was running one day last week, and I ran past a pub, and it was hammered outside. And I mean hammered. And there was a woman, and she was serving the drinks. Bar staff was serving drinks. And as I ran past, I thought, that poor woman is going to be absolutely run off her feet. Now, she'll be super grateful to be back in work, no doubt. Really glad to have her pub back open again, and the hustle and bustle, and, you know, have people in there. But maybe if you're that person in the pub sat waiting for your drink, and you've just got to wait a little bit longer, be grateful that the pub's open. Be grateful that you can sit outside and have a drink. Be grateful you can sit outside and have something to eat. Be a little bit more patient with the person serving you, because it's all new to them, isn't it? When did a pub and bar staff have to do table service? You know, they was just always hammered behind the bar, and you went up to the bar 9 times out of 10. So think about everywhere you go over the next couple of weeks. Be a little bit more patient. Think before you speak. Think before you post. You know, loads of people turn to social media to have a bit of a rant, to be negative, to complain about something. You know, I've seen people, what's it called? Where you leave a review. I've seen people leave bad reviews of places that, you know, are local to me that I go to, and I think, how can you leave a bad review? These staff are massively working well out the comfort zone, trying to learn a whole new way of working, and just be kind. You know, don't leave the bad reviews. Don't let things get in the way. Don't, you know, have your mind, or you know, don't be, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Like judgmental. Just be a little bit more aware, because this might be the new normal, you know? It might not ever get back to how it was before, and that's not me being pessimistic. That's me just, you know, thinking out loud. So don't always be dwelling on the past and thinking what you did have. Always be grateful of what you've got now. Be grateful of what we can do. I'm super grateful that we are getting some routine back. That's what I'm going to call it, routine back. I'm grateful my little girl can go swimming again. I was grateful when the parks opened again, you know. And I've not been out yet. I'm not really a fan of sitting out in the freezing cold, but I am going out on Friday with a couple of friends. So, you know, hopefully I won't be sat in the rain, but I'll be grateful of that. I'll be grateful that I can sit at a table with my friend for 2 hours and have a little catch up, you know. I completely agree. Never felt come backwards as regards my PTSD, freaking out every time I get a letter. And you know what, Shaz, I think lots of people will be like that. The NHS especially, so many people are behind on appointments. So many people, I don't know how to react. If I had to go into the hospital or the doctors, it's, you know, I'm always thinking mask, but do I wear this? Where do I stand? Am I too close? Am I not close enough? Am I being like overcautious? I do it in the supermarkets. When people get really close to me, I move and then they look at me and I think, oh no, I don't want to offend you, but I just don't want you that close to me. It's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. I don't know, Leah. Patience of a saint. I don't know. Certain things can test my patience at times, but I do think let's just move forward together. Like I say, hopefully from the live tonight, because it was very ad hoc, it was very much based on the lady that messaged me on Instagram, and I just thought, just let's share a message, let's just support everybody, and I'll use Leah now as an example, because Leah's a fitness instructor. She's been teaching online. She's basically kept the fitness community going throughout the last 14 months, and she's been amazing. And for her, it might be that some people have spoken to Leah and said, I don't really want to go back to the gym. I don't feel comfortable going back to the gym. So Leah's like, well, I'm going back to the gym, but I've got people online, So from a fitness instructor point of view, there'll be lots of fitness instructors out there that will feel that they're a little bit thrown in and like, am I going that way? Am I going that way? Am I going to try and split myself in two and please everybody? So if it comes to messaging your PT, your personal trainer, and they give you the option, they've got options, or just be kind if they can't fit you in and they ask you if you can go online, or they ask you if you can switch another day. Just think everybody has got their own circumstances, their own thing going on, and hopefully my live has helped tonight. Like I said, I didn't want to get into a debate, and I don't want to get into a heated Boris said this and suchbody said that, and the borders open on this day and I'm going on odd. I don't want it to be like that. It was just more of a, if you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, if you are feeling a little bit lost, if you are feeling a little bit unsure, that's absolutely fine. Nobody could have predicted this. And we all have to work together. We all have to work together, and we will get through it. And whatever it may look like in 6 months' time, 12 months' time, because if somebody had told me back in April last year we would be here this time this year, I'd have laughed in the face, because we just thought it was a couple of weeks, didn't we? So just take each day as it comes, be super grateful, look out for each other, support each other. Thank you so much for logging in to my Tuesday night live this evening. I hope it has helped and give everyone a little bit of food for thought, and I hope you all have a fab week ahead. I'm gonna go and dry the rest of my hair now, so see you all soon.